bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days.
Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
The Bears at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Well, they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. In motion left comes Moss.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And not much running room, down to the 32.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 9.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 24.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a quick throw to Moss.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mooney, the motion man right.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A very lengthy opening drive, as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Vikings 0.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st down coming up. Here's Levis.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Wide open receiver complete. He'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
How many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
2nd and 11. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again here with Gray. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for this series sweep here in Chicago. 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Gray once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Will score. Touchdown Vikings. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
That's the score. Bears 10, Vikings 7. Riley Patterson to kick off for Minnesota.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. In motion left comes Moss. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
The line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Get in the end zone, fellas.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Levis now off of play action. Rolling to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and it forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble and cut it short. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Levis out of the shotgun now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the back.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Micah Parsons in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Levis now on 1st and 10.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Levis. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. But they go play action. Here's Levis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Mustang 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw, it's Levis. This one brought in by Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Levis. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play action now. Levis. He'll buy some time right. And And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A lot more is on the